Wow. That was a lot of work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Beyond SMP, where in our last episode we made a pretty epic food shop over here. Epic may not be the right word to describe it, but it sure is pretty gorgeous, I think, anyway. And yeah, we got the shopping district area started. We built this shop in our last episode, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. As you can see from the time lapse at the beginning of the episode, we made some serious progress on the outside of the mountain. We have this whole slice area all built up on the outside, so it's no longer just an empty void. And it took quite a while. I will admit, it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like a bunch of work, but it took like 6 hours of placing dirt and stone and trying to make it look not just like a giant wall of dirt. But I think it turned out pretty good. And then on the inside, the time lapse only showed a little of it, but we actually started making progress on putting stone everywhere. We got this huge slice all covered with stone here, so it looks better than just plain dirt. And then over in this area, we got a lot more stone placed. This is really hard to see. Hang on, let me brew up a potion, a night vision potion for you guys, so that you'll be able to see it better. Alright, so now it's a lot easier to see in here, and it also looks a lot worse with just this stone, this gray stone. This base isn't meant to be viewed in night vision. It works a lot better when you can't just see monotone gray, because most of this will be in shadow, and that's intentional. But anyway, so you can see here we have the stone connected. We have our subtle gradient carried over from the entryway, and that won't be for the whole wall. I'll have it like slowly fade out some. That'll be for like specifically the rock that was like by the entrance, because that makes sense. It's get weathered away, but the areas in here are a lot more preserved. What we have over here is the whole back behind this area is completely covered in stone. All this. I just noticed that one block. No! Got it. So as you can see, the wall is all stone, all the way here, and that way we don't have this ugly dirt, snow, grass stuff peeking through, because that really kills the vibe. And then you can see down here, we have this area transformed into a little stone area. It used to be a grassy, like, hollow area down here, but hey, I need all that. Give that back. That's mine. But like I said, kind of kills the vibe, and I might do something with like nature-y in here, but not here, because I actually have a plan for this area. There's 2 goals for today's episode. Goal number 1 is I want to go horn. They're functionally, they're useless. I have no reason that I would need one or ever would need one. But, counterpoint, they're fun. They're really fun. And, hey, I can have some fun. It's good to have some fun. Now to get close up, let's have some fun. But before we go have some fun, the second goal, I'm just going to mention it now. We'll go off, get a go horn, and then we'll come back and actually do it. But the main goal of today's episode is to get another building in place specifically in this area right here. And it's gonna have a function. All my buildings are, well, most of my buildings are gonna have a function. And this specific one is to house one mob in particular. So down here we have 4 Allays we rescued from a woodland mansion. I had footage of that, and then my my recording software just decided, you know what, we're gonna make my day miserable, and completely deleted it. So they deleted the time lapse of the 11,000 block walk I had to do to get these guys over here. So great. However, there is a positive note here. Soon, 1.19. I think it's 0.1. Basically, when the update that allows me to duplicate Allays comes out, then I cannot wait to get a bunch of these guys, and I need a place to put them. So I figured, why not have a building down here that essentially you can just swoop down in, come in, walk in, grab an Allay, and leave to bring the Allay to your next project, or my next project. So that's our main goal for today's episode. But like I said, first we're gonna go get a goat horn. So that means I need to figure out how the heck I get a goat horn. Even more so, I think I need to quick repair my elytra. I think you guys know what this means. Cue the travel music. It's time for some Indiana Jones type stuff. Alright. I've been shot already. I'm not even inside the temple. Oh, what's the music? I play the music, but I'm almost certainly getting copyrighted. Oh man, there's nothing up here. Okay, we talked about, wouldn't it be cool to like live in one for these for like a base? Alright. I almost just walked in that. I knew it was there. But I almost just walked in. Okay. Big brain time. Aha. We disarmed the trap in a way that didn't cause it to fire. And then do the same here. Boom. Defeated. And for our troubles we get a bamboo, 4 iron, and a gold horse armor. You know what? The real treasure is the dispensers we found along the way. Because these things truly are a nightmare to craft. Here we go. Alright, so, and I think this puzzle is like... I'm gonna... Watch this actually work. No. I mean... I am a total professional, guys, and I just completely... Why is everything in here junk? Oh my gosh. Hey, I do get 3 sticky pistons though, so that's neat, I guess. I'm genuinely surprised I was able to do that. Normally I just have to break in, and it's really embarrassing, but I just... then they might make an explorer out of me yet. Okay, so real talk, I never noticed this before, that the drowned have these like little gold particles on them. Some of them do. I'm curious, is it only these that drop? Oh, so that's the indication that they drop. Oh, wait a minute, that's actually, I get it now. It's because of their skin models. That's actually really cool. I never pieced that together. So that's interesting, I guess. Let's see, which way did I... This way. I'm going this way. what do we have here? This looks interesting. This is really interesting generation. As you can see, it's currently raining. I am not going to sleep through that though, because I need the rain for fast travel. Nope, those are strays. Wow, guys, dang it. This is a mountain biome. There's no goats. Too small. That looks like a cyclops. But this is like crazy generation. Like, look at this. We got weird caves. This massive ocean. Just sheer cliffs all around. Caves and cliffs. Yeah, here are some actual cliffs. But as cool as this generation is, there is a problem. And that's that there still aren't any goats. Come on. Oh. Goats. Goats, goats, goats. This is good. This is really good. Alright, alright. So now, I believe, what I do, I just take this. Oh. Let's just quick remove all this snow. These goats need to get angry at me. They need to charge me. I just stay here. And then when he charges, come on, Mr. Goat. Nope, wrong way. Okay, now you're up there. No, okay, you jumped. Cool, great, great. It's good of you to jump, but I need you to hop down there. Alright, okay. Ram me. Do it. Ram me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. This should not be this frustrating. There. Good. There you are. Yes, 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 yes. Put down a torch, whatnot. And now he has no choice. He can't jump up. He can't escape. No! Okay. I was looking up how the ramming worked. Oh. That's really annoying. Okay, so what I have to do oh wait, I just realized. Nope. Don't go this way. Just every half a minute. It can take between 5 minutes and half a minute to do this. You just... It's it. Yes! Thank you. Goat horn. Goat horn, which one is it? Sing. Oh, I like that one. That one is... That's good. Hang on. Yeah! Alright, so we now have a very own goat horn. And I noticed a couple weird things with it, so... Sound in Minecraft Bedrock seems to work a little differently than in Java, because it's based on what you're looking at. And the easiest way to demonstrate this is to pull out my music box and just here. Well, watch this. So put this down. Hear other side play. It's really nice. Great song. And as we turn away, it's quieter. Louder, quieter, louder. I don't know. That's just, it's a really neat thing. But yeah, it's just something I found out. So we're gonna put our sing goat horn in the ender chest for now, because so it actually crashed my entire computer. At one point, I was just flying around, spamming my goat horn, and suddenly Minecraft froze. My recording software froze. My other internet tabs closed down, and then just my computer shut off. So this goat horn broke my computer. So I'm gonna have to be a little careful with it. Also, don't worry, I think I fixed the audio, so the Elytra is no longer whooshing incredibly loudly during me flying. I noticed it a little too late, and there's nothing I can do for the clips I already recorded, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, let's move on. Alright, so let's get started with the building for Allays. And the first thing we need to do is we need a front. So the basic idea I'm thinking of is that we don't actually have the whole building out here. Mostly because I need a fair amount of space for this. So what I'm thinking is I build like the face of the building up here, and then in here will be where the main building is, and that way I can dig down and have a lot of vertical space back here, and there's still a lot of natural cave area here. So I'm gonna grab some of our stuff and start building. Alright, so this is the basic shell for the outside. I'm gonna do a little cleaning up around here. Get some terracotta up around this place or something back in here. Currently it's not important that it's just a facade, because that's really all this face will be. It's just gonna be a facade. And then we're going to have a lot of room to play around with in here. But currently, the most important thing to do right now is the door. I got some cool doors in my base. I have the 5x5 vault door. I have the I have the water door over there, but it's more so the tunnel that's more impressive. And I kind of want to have some cool doors everywhere in my base. So for this one, what we're going to be doing is a custom designed 3x3 gravity block door, which also has the benefit of being a hipster door, which is really good. But first and foremost, what I need to do is clear out a lot of space for it. So I'm going to quick do that now. Alright, that should be enough space. So now, alright, so here's our basic circuitry for the door. Obviously this will be vertical, but these are the timings we need. 7 tick on the first piston, as well as a 4 tick on the first piston, 10 tick on the second piston, 5 tick on this slot here, which is where the third piston is. Right there. And then no tick delay for that one. So now we just need to translate this vertically. and repeat it 3 times over. Alright, so we now have the door in place, and now all we need to do, as you can see, it's a little mini Allay. We just need to press this button, and it pops down, then it pops back up. Man, I love this little door. Alright, so then we just stick around, press the button here. It works on both sides too. Oh, this door. This is a good door. It's I love it. It's great. And as you can see, the redstone isn't too complicated. I'm gonna do it. Ready? It's really quite simple. Everything's connected up, and it's just one line of redstone with different amounts of delay. And that's really it. It's pretty simple. For a 3x3 piston door, this is really simple. It's essentially a double piston extender with a piston as the third block. All we really need to do is make sure that the piston doesn't extend at the wrong time, so that it can still be pushed and pulled. So now that we got this redstone door in place, that is pretty much pretty close to the front being done. I don't currently have any paths or anything connecting to the building, but I think what I'm gonna just do is quick build up the side here, and get that covered up so it's actually a proper facade, and then that's the outside done. Alright, here's a basic wall setup here. We got the nice gradient and whatnot. And I'm going to extend this over, but I still got some more work to do. And basically I'm going to do this as like a stage by stage thing. First we put up the walls, I'll show you with the floors, show you with each like a main structure thing I add, and it'll kind of look like things just like click into place like. But yeah, so next thing. Now we got a basic floor layout here. Our next main goal is to connect the entranceway down to the main floor with a sweeping staircase. So let's do that now. Alright, we have the staircase more or less done. And it's gonna get blended in a little better. It's still a little janky, but that'll come later. And currently what we got is it's more or less perfectly symmetrical, at least from a top-down point. This is actually a really tough shape to do, because it's like a semi-oval, I guess you could say. But I wanted it to be symmetrical both ways around, so it was a really tough shape to nail down, but I got it in the end. Now the next thing I want to do is draw attention to this part here, as well as the rest of the ceiling. This is a really hard shape for me to work around, especially given the fact that the entrance is right here at this level, and I want to still have some like height to the room. And I also want this to be like a you can gaze down at the whole area kind of situation. So I'm gonna have to do a little some really like I guess I'm gonna try and make sure it's not like just awkwardly placed whatnot, but I'm gonna try and figure out a solution to this. So I think step 1 is taking care of this part right here. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is that there is a hole in the roof, and you know what? That's fine. The second thing you'll notice is we have this like little canopy, I guess you can say. I guess the idea is like it's like this beam with its like cool canopy thing. Honestly, it doesn't much matter because functionally it serves its purpose. It's it takes care of covering up some of the ceiling, and it also it looks interesting. I'm not gonna say it necessarily looks like it's like the best build ever made by man, but it looks interesting. It has an interesting-ish shape, and I think it turned out alright. So next step, after getting this part of the ceiling covered, is to get this part of the ceiling covered. And to do that, I think we need to bring in a little fire. Alright, so we now have our ceiling in place, which as you can see is a tinted glass roof with lava on top. It's actually a really convenient particle emitter, which I honestly think it looks cool. It's like I don't know, it just gives me party vibes. The main reason we're using tinted glass and not like a regular kind of glass to let the light through is I kind of want this texture, right? But I don't want the light, because the idea is this area is going to have really controlled lighting, so that everything's like moody, I guess. Like this is meant to be like a nightclub, restaurant, like a music place, and those places generally aren't like lit like super bright. The idea is this thing is going to be just bright enough to prevent mobs spawning and to make sure you can see everything. But other than that, it's going to be pretty dark. So we don't want this light coming in. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind that choice. So now that we have this in, there is a slight problem with this design, and that's that if we fly out here, it's currently sticking out of the mountain side. Frankly, it doesn't look good. I'm gonna do a quick little spin. Alright, as you can see, we got ourselves a real basic setup here, just on dirt top, stone bottom. I didn't want to just completely cover it in dirt because that could potentially look awkward. Current problem solved. So whoop whoop. Alright, so now that our main inside structure is complete, we have walls, a floor, and a ceiling, and the ceiling's properly constructed. Now it's time to add in the details, because theoretically I could just throw in all the allays, in the 4 allays in here and call it a day, but I'm not quite that lazy, so let's actually do some decorating, and this will be pretty fun. And I have some pretty good ideas, and I think let's start off with this section. So what we're gonna do over here is I'm gonna open www.designyourpub.com. So first off, some nice fish tanks, complete with tropical fish. One pufferfish who's hiding in there somewhere. There he is, and now he's big. As well as some more tropical fish and coral. A jukebox and hallway design, and by hallway I mean pathway. And this jukebox has a special feature. It's actually on a shuffle playlist. As you can see back here, we have 15 music disc slots already, each loaded with one of each discs. That's right, I gathered every single music disc in Minecraft for this system, and it honestly wasn't too hard. If I can get up here, the toughest one, this one. Lena Rain Pig Step. Let me tell you, I spent 3 hours looking for this one music disc in a bastion. I'm gonna play a clip right now. And I also nearly died on 6 occasions while trying to get that one, using up all of my totems that I had on stockpile. So that was, well, to say the least, not fun. However, one additional thing is that the other music discs weren't necessarily a cakewalk to get, but with some intelligence on my part, I know it's a rare quality for me to display, but I have it every now and then. I made a semi-automatic, semi-manual disc farm over in the desert, so that was able to get me 13 of the 12 of the Minecraft discs. The other 3, such as Samuel Aberg 5, I went raiding in the deep dark to get a couple more disc fragments, and I already had a couple other sides from raiding the deep dark before, and just other dungeons. So all in all, this tiny little thing is actually the crux of this building. Because for Allays to duplicate once it's enabled in the game, they need an active jukebox. So we flick this lever. This way we'll have constant music going on in here. And when we, if we don't want that system lagging out, just click it off, and then we wait for the next disc to play. Jeez, this song is really loud. Our next big addition is this fancy bar setup. We have 2 bar stools right here, excellent for taking a drink, stuff. We got this excellent raised area, so there's actually sells the illusion that most bars actually use. Lets you do that good old lean over the counter deal, except you can't really do that in Minecraft. And then down here we have our little freezer, which currently it's fairly empty. We got some water here, but it's we'll kick things up a little bit, but that's not for now. Alright, so we got our freezer, we got our bar, we got our bar stools, but next what I think we need to do is we need some tables. Alright, now we have some basic tables in place. One of each color. Add some another splash of color to the room. Now what I'm thinking we do is just the final touch details. Maybe a piano over here, some paintings on the wall, and potentially a little flare. Alright, let's do this. Alright, as you can see, we have some armor stand creations in here. Someone who passed out. Enderman and a slime having a conversation. A stray and skeleton chatting over some bottles of honey and carrots. And we also have our fun Allay friends now in here. And we actually have more than just the 4 in here. They keep getting stuck on the rod of the banner I built here, because their pathfinding sucks. But yeah, we also have our bartender and a guy on the stool, and we pretty much have everything done. We also have some glow lichen behind the paintings there, to keep them lit up instead of being in the darkness. I said I'd add a little flare. In the armor stands, they do it, but I added a little something. Okay, I'm gonna be purely honest. It's purely to show off. I don't care. Yep. We added a diamond chandelier in here. Look at that. I believe, if memory serves correct, 14 diamond blocks in that thing. I wanted something to fill that space in the ceiling. It felt like we just had some dead space in the room. So what better than to have the very first thing you see on entering the room be just a diamond chandelier. I'm 90% certain that this was entirely necessary. That's this place wrapped up. I might do a couple touch-ups here now, but this is how I want this place to be. I think the only thing I want to add is just a little, potentially some more texturing on the stairs. I think might be good. I want to put in some amethyst crystals, just in like a chest or a barrel, just tucked away. So the idea is, you come in, you grab the crystals, you dupe the allays you need. Alright, well, this has been a really fun episode. And yeah, I did what I wanted to accomplish. I set up a really awesome room for the allays, I think. I might make a few changes, like I said, but overall, I love it. I love the chandeliers, the fish tanks. I really love it. I think it turned out great. But we're all friends here. You don't need to kill me. We're cool. Alright. Well, on that note, with our new friend here, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you